cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight low.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down, Prescott underneath to Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. But he's got it to Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. But he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
46, 46. Here we go. 48, switch, switch, and 8. Here we go, 46, 46, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meeting things. We need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On second down, here's Keenum. Here's Booker on the catch. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Wormley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on for down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
Hey, on.
Now Keenum being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Keenum. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try and run. Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Kill. Check safety. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Right back to him on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. John Simon in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's coming now. 47. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now on second down. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
41's the will. 51's Mike. Mike 51. 47, 47, 46, 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go, 46, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. Gun. 46.
Here's Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Left side to Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Here we go, 46, 47. Here we go, 46, 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
46. Here we go, kill. Gun. Let's go, let's finish now. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 26.
Throwing. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off play action. Keenum. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. Steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, 46.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go. 48.
To throw is Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here you go. Here we go, 47. And 26.
Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go. 48. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott airing it out for Hearns. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On play action, now Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through it and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And this will be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, go, Roger.
Keenum now on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
right there. Hey, here we go. 26.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the Broncos get there and take him down. John Simon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jones. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Keenum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
22. 22. Hey, orange.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Prescott now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. John Simon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Prescott from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
46. Here we go. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Adam Jones there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Switch. Switch. Hey, here we go. 46.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and irate. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches gas over bait. Put the bread on me, bread on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Out in life in 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah. Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets splitters. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out
top. More PJs than PJ. Wrist like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a. Yeah, 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 yeah. Superstar, superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars, we by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash, shots and goals, tax. Rock the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about posting her on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting her on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a lick with till they explode? Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars, we by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash, shots and goals, tax. Rock the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go, for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about posting her on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting her on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. All set, race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Grouped out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the falsest? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Yeah. Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars, we by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash, shots and goals, tax. Rock the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about posting her on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting her on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. ties. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on there. I'm on earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, forever taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, forever taking that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, breeze and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be. You look like